that's literally the wrap up of this video. Is Mick is hilarious and Lacey is a fucking headache. Welcome to Jotea. I'm Jodie and let's build that Love Island Australia tea. It is week 2. This week has a running team. Everybody seems to think that Lacey's playing a game. Lacey is not smart enough to play a game. And I'm done being nice because this week Lacey has pissed me the fuck off. I'm so done watching this girl on screen. She simply thinks everybody in that villa is obsessed with her and they're all there for her. Ironically, the first thing we see is Lacey obviously still sleeping outside because she's so traumatized of Jotham and Gabby sleeping in a bed together. And who is the only person to run out there and check on their best friend is Yana. Yana is the only one to go and check on Lacey. You know what's also ironic? She's telling Yana, you don't know how hard it is to sleep in a room with your ex. That's what she's telling Yana because Jotham is her ex now, okay? In case you guys missed, Jotham is now her ex. That's what she's telling Yana. You don't know how hard it is to sleep in a room with your ex. Interesting. Isn't it funny though that we all skipped over the fact that she was kissing Yana's guy? They didn't even get into that this week. Obviously it's not Yana's guy, Yana doesn't care, but that's her best friend. Yana was coupled up with this guy. Yana was getting close to this guy and Lacey was in bed kissing him. Yana doesn't know how it feels to sleep in a room with her ex. The foreshadowing is insane. This is the Lacey show. This is not Love Island, this is Lacey Island, and I'm actually tired of it. Producers, we need to move on. We need a different storyline, please. Can we recast and start over again? It's boring. It's boring when we focus on one person. Give us other storylines. We see Jotham having a conversation with Lacey that morning. She's telling Jotham she's still open to him, but he's being a player and blah blah blah. Is she not self-aware? If we just go back to the beginning of this week, she's calling Jotham a player after she was just kissing Cooper. He's the player because he had to sleep in that bed, okay? Anyway, moving on because fuck that shit. I literally lose brain cells just listening to her having a conversation talking about she's 2 connections away from Kim Kardashian. What are we even talking about? I don't know who told her that. I don't know where she came up with it. She couldn't describe what she meant her damn self. We kick this week off with a bombshell. Our bombshell is Kai and he chooses Gabby to go on a date with him. We see the girls are very hyped for this new bombshell. Yana specifically is very excited for a new bombshell. She keeps saying, I just want a man to walk in and be like, damn, I'm in love with him. Don't worry, Yana. What we're not gonna do, producers, is we're not gonna manipulate us into trying to make us believe that this man did not know his ex was in there until he was on this date with Gabby, because he knew who Jotham was, he knew who Cooper was, he knew who all these people were, and you're trying to tell me he didn't know his ex was in there until Gabby said there's a girl called Yana in there, and that suddenly, oh my god, that must be my ex because there's only one person in this whole world called Yana. That means my ex is in there. No, actually stop the fucking bullshit. This man knew why he was going in there. He had every intention just to go in there and fuck up her time. What are the chances that these exes applied and knew nothing about each other? He's in holding. We already know that they get to watch the episodes because they need to know the storylines that's going on so that they can go in and gel. Stop the bullshit. I don't believe Yana knew that he was going in there, but he definitely knew what he was doing. He was going in there to fuck up her time in the villa. Point blank period. I think it's also ironic that this is the ex that Yana has been speaking about since day 1. So you can take that many different ways, but Yana has been speaking about this man since episode 1. This man traumatized her so much she's still not over it. They broke up 6 months ago. I think producers are setting her up there and they want the entertainment from it, and I don't think it's fair. Like, usually people are like, oh yeah, bring in the exes, it's entertainment. No, this one I don't like this one because when he walks in, she is visibly shook. She looks like she's going to be sick. I felt so bad for her. You could tell that she was not okay with him being there. But the girls do not give a fuck. Like, they do not care for Yana's feelings at all. Mainly is Lacey, Yana's best friend. Lacey is the first one talking about he's the hottest guy in here. She was on him like a fly on shit. Like, she doesn't give a fuck about Yana's feelings. Yana is clearly not okay sitting next to her, and Lacey is going on and on and on. The only real friends in there, the real girls, is Sharon and Isabel, and I actually really like Sharon this week. Last week we literally said the only thing she didn't have in common with Hannah is that she seems like she's actually a nice girl. No, I'm taking it back. And I'm gonna blame you TikTok people because you convinced me that she was nice, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I don't have anything to go off that she's not nice, so I'm just gonna agree with you guys. Never again. I will not trust you guys. I should have trusted my own intuition She's everything like Hannah, if not worse. Yana is confronting Kai about how he cheated on her. He's literally sitting in her face telling her he didn't love her for a year and a half. And when the girls are going at him, like, Lacey is sitting there talking about sorry King. You're apologizing to him for cheating on your best friend? Sorry King. Now guys, I understand they're not actually best friends. They know each other about 3 days. Can we be so serious? Why would you be apologizing to him? He cheated on her. He's sitting in her face telling her, yeah, we were together for a year and a half, but I never loved you. That's fucking insane. And to do that in front of a group of strangers too, why are you embarrassing her further and further? Through this whole thing though, Isabel and Connor are actually me, because they don't give a fuck about any of this drama. They just want to know what food is on the menu and what can they go and eat. Why would they care? Why would they care about the drama? They don't know these people. They don't care about these people. They're here for love. They're here for each other. Why would they care? Lacey is pissing me off every 10 minutes of this show. She's now telling Gabby. Jotham is telling her what she wants to hear. Jotham actually doesn't like her. Jotham is still into her. He's not into Gabby. And he's just telling Gabby what she wants to hear. Gabby literally told her, nah, I don't get that. He's all on me, is making it very clear he's only about me. And Lacey's like, no, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But why are we lying? Why are we actually lying? Is she actually just that delusional that she still believes that Jotham is more into her when Jotham barely even talks to her? You know what? Gabby is smart and she is questioning Lacey's intentions. You can see she's a smart girl. She can think for herself. We seen the next morning she was like, I didn't even need to talk to you about it because I knew it was all bullshit and I know we're fine and I know she's lying. And I think that was very mature of her. We need to talk about it right now. We need to put an age limit on Love Island. I think 21, maybe 22. I think 21 is a fair age, but it just depends, right? We need to put an age limit and then we need to really monitor these people. The youngest person we've ever had on Love Island is Gemma Owens. She was very mature and she was 19 when she was on her show. Lacey is 20 and honestly she should not have passed the fucking check because she's still a child. We need to put an age limit. 21, 22, it kind of depends, but I think 21 or 22. Let me know what you think the age limit should be for Love Island. I thought this scene was so fucking weird. Lacey comes down, she goes over to Cooper, she's hugging him, she's telling him that she's got really bad anxiety, she's acting so strange. They're asked, do they want to take a picture together? And Lacey's like, no, I don't want to take a picture. I just feel really weird. I feel really strange. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to take pictures. None of that. And she's hugging Cooper while all this is happening because he's going to calm her down, right? Someone starts taking pictures of Kai and she instantly jumps into the picture next to him. Fuck Cooper. He doesn't exist anymore. She jumps into this picture with Kai. They head to the balcony and they just start kissing. She does not give a single fuck about her friendship with Yana because Yana is going through it and anybody could see that. Cooper is actually the only one that checked on Yana that night. They have a challenge and people have to kiss each other, whatever. Yana kisses Kai and it's kind of crazy how much this pisses Lacey off because that's her ex. Why are you getting pissed off by that? You don't even know the guy. And then when it comes her turn to kiss Kai, it's like she wants to rub it in Yana's face. She stood there kissing him for I don't know how long, but it was a very long fucking kiss and she did it multiple times. What really gets me about this whole situation is Yana and Kai were in a relationship for a year and a half. So they know each other for well over 2 years because they broke up 6 months ago. This guy has zero respect for her. He doesn't give zero fucks about her, whether she's hurt, whether it's upsetting her, nothing. He's not had a single conversation with her one-on-one. It's just the fact he's not considering her feelings. He wants to do it in front of her face. Like he's purposely going out of his way to get with the girl she's closest to. The scene where she's literally bawling her eyes out and then she goes to the room and she's cuddling her teddy bear is just so sad. He showed a lot of controlling traits just throughout his couple of episodes here and I don't like it. I don't like the way he's coming across and the way he's treating Lacey even is not right. Yana is visibly upset. She's been crying for hours so she has that tear-stained face. Lacey just won't leave her alone. She's telling her no. No means no. And Lacey just would not accept it. She's like, no, we need to talk about it. And she's like, can't we just talk tomorrow? I don't want to do this right now. She literally forced her into a conversation just so she could tell her that she kissed Kai outside of a challenge. Now you're gonna sit in front of her face and tell her you don't want to rub it in her face, but you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do because you want to get with her ex, but she's your friend, so she should tell you what to do. Does that even make sense? You're sitting in her face like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to do, I think he's so hot and I'm sorry that it's your ex, but I kissed him and I'm gonna kiss him again and I just hope that you can be okay with it, but really I don't care if you're okay with it because I'm gonna do it anyway. She's just honest, you know, she's not being the villain, she's just the only honest person in there. Somebody needs to get a mirror and hold it up to her. Or maybe she'd think that the person in the mirror is obsessed with her because it is. The person in the mirror is obsessed with her. I don't understand if she like had 10 straight vodka shots that night or what the fuck was going on, because she literally was walking around the villa like, I need to speak to everybody. At one point, she tried to gather everybody to talk to them at once. Then she goes into the girls' dressing room and she's talking absolute shit. Mick and Ross were literally me, because she was speaking in circles, she was speaking about nothing, and there was actually no point to what she was saying. Because even when Gabby was like, is this directed at me? She was like, no, it's not directed at you. I'm just honest. She actually was speaking about fucking nothing. One person that I have found absolutely hilarious this week, we need to give him an award for best Love Island contestants that I have seen on Love Island Australia at least. He's the only reason I'm still watching. He actually had me laughing out loud at Love Island, which doesn't happen very often anymore for me. One thing I want to know though is, why did he keep pointing out what Kai was doing to Yana? If Kai was having a workout, talking to Lacey, he would go to Yana and ask her questions about it. Why was he doing that? Again, we seen Lacey forcing Yana to have a conversation because the one that she had last night wasn't good enough for her. It didn't make her feel good enough. So she literally forced her again into a conversation just so she could tell her she cares about her so much and she'd never rub it in her face. But that's literally what you're doing. Just leave her alone at this point. Kai then got to couple up with anybody he wanted, and obviously he chose Lacey. Some people pointed out on my TikTok comments that when he did his recoupling speech, he actually said that he's coupling up with this girl because he can't wait to spend the night with her. People took that as in he thought he was going to get lucky that night and get to sleep with her. So does he think that Lacey is that dim that she would have slept with him on the first night? Cooper is now vulnerable. If you ask me, Love Island producers do not want Cooper out of the villa because they could have kicked him out that night if they really wanted to. If he wasn't in there, Mick would have nobody to take the piss out of. I would really rather Cooper stay in over Kai. I just think he adds more to the villa. Mick stays watching the drama unfold, eating and baking. Literally me. If you guys can let me know, because I'm really curious, what the hell is the education system like in Australia? This shit that I'm hearing on this season is actually crazy. It's not just one person. These comments are coming from everybody. What is a saint? How can you think a saint is the devil? Is Europe in Spain? Do you even hear how that sounds? Australia is above Asia. Australia is known as down under. Surely Australians know that. How do you spell Mick? That one might sound like, okay, we can understand that. No, that word is way too easy to be spelling. Be asking, how do you spell Mick? I need to know. I need to know if all Australian people are this dim. Funnily enough, it seems like Jotham is maybe the smartest one in there. And I'm going to leave that down to the fact that he's lived in America for a little bit. And I'm not saying Americans are the smartest people in the world. If this is what we're going by, god damn. As I said, Cooper is now vulnerable. He has to get on his Zoom. We see him talking to Lacey. Kai storms over and is like, you guys have 5 more minutes to talk. Again, like I told you, he's very controlling, very demanding. He doesn't take no for an answer. If you tell him no, you don't want to kiss him, he's gonna say, don't really give a fuck. If you say, no, I don't want to pursue you anymore, he's gonna say, don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? And he thinks that's cool. It's not actually cool. He's a bit of a fucking jerk. He gave them 5 minutes and he dead ass came back 5 minutes later shouting, it's my go, like an absolute weirdo. Cooper ignored him. Cooper said, if he comes back over here, I'm gonna just keep talking to you like he's a fly on the wall. I don't care. Nobody's gonna tell me when I should stop speaking. He starts getting really riled up, telling Lacey, it's my turn, it's my turn. Are you just gonna stay there? You're gonna come with me? It's literally my turn. Lacey is too daft to realize they're not fighting over her, they're fighting over who gets to stay in the villa. They know it's between them. I hope Lacey sees his true colors through this, because Cooper did spell it out for her. He said, like, this is showing you that he has a lot of control and behavior. He put you in a bad situation there. I found it very interesting. Cooper was saying, at least have some respect for me as a person, that you don't barge into someone's conversation like that. Sir, he's known Yana for over 2 years and he has no respect for her. So why do you think he would have any respect for you? I don't know if you guys caught that, but like they also kind of leaked that Yana and Kai have sex tapes out there. They were all dressed in some angel costumes and we got 2 bombshells during this challenge. Now I'm telling you guys, producers did not want Cooper to go because they needed him for the drama. There's no way they would have kept one person single for 2 new bombshells to come in. First up, we've got Irish bombshell Tamara, and Mick literally lit up when he seen her come in because she said that she was looking for somebody funny, and he's funny. She's also a model, he's a model. They also got a boy bombshell. His name is Mateo. First thing we see when Mateo walks in is Lacey saying, I'm open, I'm the most open, very, very, very open, I'm open. Can you actually relax? You actually don't need to get with every guy that walks in the door. That's not a requirement of Love Island. It won't make you popular, it won't make people like you. In fact, it'll do the opposite. and I think it's already done that. You give everybody a headache when you come on screen. Kai was pissed off by this because obviously he's closed himself off to Lacey. No, just no other girl was interested in you because you're Yana's literal toxic piece of shit ex. They kissed during the challenge and Lacey's talking about she has sparks with him. Miss Girl, you would have sparks with the cat they keep showing us. Mateo seems really interested in Isabel. Now I love Isabel. She's been my favorite since the beginning. She's my #1 girl. And I do like her with Connor, but he's kind of like dimming her a little bit, you know? They obviously are just like naturally gone together. Mateo kind of lit her up a little bit more, you know? We kind of seen more of her conversation, and maybe that's just from the producers. Maybe the producers don't show us her conversations with Connor. I thought she was a little bit cute with Mateo. They were both wearing 777. I mean, he had it tattooed right here and she had a necklace wearing it, and I thought that was cute. They seem to have a lot in common. Yeah, I kind of like them together. It'd be interesting to see somebody turning her head because she's been so adamant that no bombshell can turn her head. She's all for Connor. She likes him a lot, and I don't doubt her. I think she does like him. As for bombshell Tamara, we are finally seeing some rivalry between Mick and Cooper. I don't even know if Cooper actually likes her. Cooper needs somebody to stay in the villa. Mick is desperate to talk to her. He goes and gets chains for her and everything. The fact that he has given Cooper the nickname Old Mate Dribble is it's funny. It's funny. That's literally the wrap up of this video. Is Mick is hilarious and Lacey is a fucking headache. Cooper comes out of this conversation saying, unfortunately for Mick, I set the bar so high, so she's not gonna like his conversation. Her conversation with Cooper felt like it lasted 3 to 5 business days. She did not enjoy your conversation at all, Cooper. You talked about nothing. It was a nothing sandwich. There was nothing. He was taking that long to have a conversation with her. Mick came over, 4 boxes of tea, asking what teas they want, that he's gonna make them tea. And he told them that they've got 5 minutes. Obviously taking the piss because that's what Kai done to Cooper yesterday. So he went and made the tea, and then he came back and was like, right, your time's up, get the fuck out. I'm gonna drink my tea. Here, take your cup of tea and go. I actually need Cooper to stay just so we can keep seeing this back and forward. I hope next week we get to see Mick make Tamara an omelette, and I hope she eats it because Yana did not eat that fucking omelette this week. It sat on that table and it went to waste. I am looking forward to this week because it seems like we're moving on from Lacey. Producers are realizing that we are bored of it. Like, swiftly go on to the next storyline. Let me know how you guys liked week 2. It was definitely better than week 1. Week 1 was just kind of warming up to everybody. Let's talk in the comments. Let me know all your opinions, and I will see you guys in next week's video.